Hello and welcome to Death Space. We dive into new things every day. My name is Michael.
Mariah?
And this is Chemo coming at you.
Let's see how that. I mean, I was looking through omnidirectional microphones, and
This one should be
it
able
was
to...
really hard to find. They don't fucking make those.
You gotta make a Yeti.
No, well, they make it, but they don't actually have one to purchase ever.
Yeah, should splurge about more. Anyway.
Okay, so we just got done playing Rock Band. Mariah, how'd you like it?
It was legit. I liked it. It took a while for me to get myself back in the groove of things, but it was pretty good.
That makes sense. I'm not good at it either. Well, I mean, I used to be. But let's face it, I'm great.
Whoa, that's
maybe.
Hey, you guys heard me sing. It was great.
You were saying my ear.
We really should.
I felt something. I felt it. Something.
Disgust.
I felt a thing.
And that's what the artist brings: disgust, huh? Disgust.
It makes you feel.
Okay.
He or she makes you feel things you never felt before, like horror, tragedy. You know the Holocaust? Kind of like that.
It's gonna stay with me. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something to tell my children one day.
Damn you, high school history class.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember the one of 1812?
Are we recording now?
We are recording now.
Okay.
I just kind of want to break us into it a little bit,
Okay,
but
that's cool.
we'll see how this goes. But I think it's gonna be a great recording.
Great.
So we just talked about Rock Band. It was great. I'm awesome. You guys are.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played in forever and a day, but I used to play Guitar Hero. So back then, I had Guitar Hero on the old Xbox, the Xbox that got the Ring of Death. That was my first Xbox.
That's history.
That's yeah. I still have that Xbox.
You still have it?
I still have it.
Why?
It's
so
just
you can plug it in,
just
turn it on,
turn it on
to
see the red light. Because sometimes it'll go green, and then I'm like, and then it goes back to red, and I'm like, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just
you just like feeling hope.
let me feel it. I like to start my day off.
Honestly, I can't say I do. Not to say that I don't feel hope. I just don't have something that I instantly go to feel hope.
It's it is one of those things that lets me know this is how my day's gonna be. It's gonna start really good and then the end and shit.
Yeah. I should get a PS2. They had a similar thing to the Red Ring of Death, where you would start and go pachong. That's my imitation of peace.
All right.
You know, pachong, and it would go whoosh, whoosh, red screen, and it'd be dead. That's it. That's your PS2 done.
Some great ASMR.
Yeah,
So
I have some good memories of taking that thing apart. One time I found a gum wrapper in there, and that's what fucked it up.
What?
Yeah.
Who did it?
No, it was just we were dirty kids.
No, chemo.
We had gum wrappers everywhere.
That's not how things work.
It got sucked in through the vent.
No, that's not how things work.
It got sucked into the vent. We all chewed gum back in the day.
is that not something that happens anymore? Gum isn't a thing or what?
You know how strong a PS2 ventilation system was? Did you feel that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, let me try one more time.
No, it didn't let in there. It must have fallen in there. I don't know how it got in there, but I remember I took it apart. I got a screwdriver, unscrewed everything, and then inside there was a gum wrapper. I took it out, and all of a sudden it worked fine.
I think what really happened was that you probably put a gum wrapper in there because you wanted a new PlayStation.
I did not do that. I swear, I never did that.
We're in a safe space. You can tell us.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
I actually have a vague memory of our sister doing it. Like, she opened it up and like, the one that this conducts electricity throws it on the fucking circuit board.
I think you're just misremembering.
No, I remember this clearly. It was a spearmint gum wrapper,
Yeah,
and it was silver.
It was.
And she thought
Fucking
that
mystery
it would
solved,
conduct
you guys.
electricity.
So she did it?
I was there. Yeah,
I wasn't there. I wouldn't remember
you
such a
weren't.
thing.
I know you.
So when I found, no wonder why it didn't work. It's because
Look, there's some things I have to apologize for. Throughout this podcast, I may find more things to apologize for, but there you go, one of them.
Put her on. That's it. Put her on speaker. Get her on the phone. This is real shit right now.
It's your brain, your concussion-addled brain, remembering things. Finally, it's starting to heal. It only took 10 years.
You know why I don't remember things? I don't have anything to remember. All I did was play video games and hang out.
So you memorized you memorized the cheat codes on Grand Theft Auto. How can you not remember?
R1, R2, L1, R2, left down, right up, left down, right up. That's level 1 guns. You get an AK, it's shit, but it's an AK. You get a shitty MAC-10 that goes clack, clack, clack.
Are we making a rap song now?
Yeah.
Well,
it's a Vice City where we come from the streets and have... No, I don't know. It's not a rap. I don't make raps up on the fly. I only did it for Alex's character. That one time with...
I feel like you're on a good
Mr.
start.
Stats.
That's usually how all the songs go now.
Creep with me as I walk through Vice City.
It's like,
Clack, clack, clack.
Yeah.
Roof.
brah. That's it.
Yeah,
No, we
roof,
made
blah,
it.
blah.
Oh my god.
Gang war territory. And then straight to, damn it, CJ, all you have to do is chase him. Trademarked.
I think you misremembered that. Anyway.
All you had to do was follow the damn train.
There we go. Okay, that's fine.
I got it. Anyway. Mariah, you told me before, you stopped playing video games at BioShock.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Like, I think BioShock was one of those games I got into through like one of my old friends, and it had like a really good story, like good storyline, at least for me anyway.
Yeah.
And so once that was over, my friend was trying to introduce me to other games. So the first thing he introduces me to is like Halo, the other one, that Black Ops.
Call of Duty Black
Call
Ops.
of, yeah, there you go. Call of Duty Black. And I'm like, that's not. It wasn't in the direction that I thought it was going to. So
every boy who ever played it just calls it Black Ops. We don't say Call of Duty Black Ops is really long. And like Modern Warfare, we just say Modern Warfare. Everyone knows what Modern Warfare is. Everyone knows what Black Ops is.
Yeah.
Never say Black Ops 2.
Got it.
You don't speak of it.
Well, that's what he introduced me to. Like, as soon as he showed me that, he's like, oh, this is really good. You're really going to like this. Polar opposite, I felt like, from what BioShock was. And so once I saw that, I was like, I'm done. That's all it is. It's just, I didn't understand. I just didn't get it. It wasn't a big deal. I saw Skyrim further on, and I was like, oh, I like Skyrim. Skyrim's cool. And then after that, I was just like, it's fine.
I have a cool question. Have you played Last of Us?
No.
If you like story-driven games that are fantastic, emotional, and heavy, you can invest in it, I definitely recommend Last of Us. It's one of the best games I've seen in the last 10 years. It still is my number one game, a choice.
Nice.
So, like, play for story. To be honest, you'll probably cry in the first 10 minutes.
Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Last of Us is my brother and I's favorite jam for like 3 years. Like we would play it when we woke up until we went to bed. And we were great. We were so good, in fact, we actually were able to join a clan based on merits alone. It was called the Shiv Clan, which stood for Single-Handedly Instigating Violence. Each of our members was known to be able to wreck shop any match alone or with other people. When we were together and we used the code word ham, we went the fuck off. But whenever we wanted to be like silly or just like basically have a mini game in the game, we would go ham sandwich. And we'd fuck around. Like, okay guys, here's the new rules. We run away, the only thing you can do is shift, and you have to run the entire game. Okay! And we would fucking, we would, that's why people would go online and they'd be like, we'd be in the lobby and like, shit, oh my god, no! Guys, ham sandwich. And we just run around like idiots around people all day. They're just like, ah! They'd shoot at us, kill us.
Fear-stricken people.
Yeah.
It's like,
and all of a sudden, halfway through the game, if they were cool, the other team was cool, they just like, we'd all huddle together and we just fucking dance party. We were just this is way back when. This is when we were like 19, 20. I'm not that many summers older than that.
This was around 21, I would say. Because I remember I had a bad breakup that year when Last of Us came out. So, yeah, I was like 20, 21, around there.
By the way, Shiv was led by a guy named Evan. He's a cool guy. If he's hearing this right now, go fuck yourself. Anyway, yeah, so Last of Us definitely played.
Wait, hold on. Fuel, what happened? Who is this guy?
Oh, he's a great guy. I follow him on Instagram. I just want to let him know.
Just want to let him know that you know.
No, I mean,
That we know.
I feel very shitty. I wasn't a very good clan member, and when he couldn't continue for a bit, he's like, Mike, you got this. It's all you. I'm like, I'm not the kind of guy this decision falls on. And the first day of my reign, I was like, all right, guys, let's get this shit. And then I went to a football game, and everyone's on the server going, where's fucking Mike? I'm like, go football. Go football.
Oh, shit.
And then I barely could go back on because if you're like, hey, thanks for the heads up on like Facebook Messenger. I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. See you later, and never went back. I mean, I still played, but I played on my other account. Here's the thing: we were all using the same account, so we just have Shiv something, because you know how you make your
So you
profile.
you got kicked out of the clan?
No, I didn't. I just went dark. So even worse. So I apologize to Evan for that. That was my bad. I wasn't great. I was young, so full of innocence and just stupidity. You shouldn't give me that responsibility. That's on you, though. You should, as a leader, you should have known better.
That's so shit. Were you aware of this? Like, were you playing football too during this time, or?
We weren't playing football. We went to the football game.
Oh, you went to the football game.
Yeah.
Dude, you just went to go watch the game.
Yeah.
Here I am feeling like, oh shit.
We lost
You
that
abandoned
game.
one team to another team.
We lost.
Wow.
It wasn't worth it. College football till I die.
Yeah, no, I was just a foot soldier. I was one of the main wreckers, but I stopped after a while because I just didn't feel the unity anymore. So I was like, yeah, I'm done playing Last of Us. But no,
To be honest, yeah.
Last of Us, the main storyline was amazing. The DLCs that came out were fantastic. The multiplayer was phenomenal. So I'm excited for Last of Us Part 2. But yeah, no, definitely. Do you have a PS4?
I'm working on it. So.
Okay. Yeah, I want to lend you my Last of Us, or if you want to play right now, I don't know.
No.
It's good.
No.
It's good.
No.
It's a good game.
No, you don't want to play with him.
Oh.
No. I'm saying she can play, and we'll watch her play.
No,
Watch her.
I get what you're saying. You don't want to play with him around because he's going to be like, oh, go right there. There's things right there. It's not that he means bad by it. It's just that's how he is because he'll see you walk by and be like,
You missed something. What? You missed stuff.
and it wrecks the flow. You ever be in the middle of the song and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, that's not the word. It's actually this. Thanks. Cruising down the street in my 60s.
All right. Well,
I
good.
am like that, but it's like I just want you guys to do well. I don't want you to fail because you missed like 9 bullets.
When I first played BioShock, my friend, like, this is what happens with everybody. So if anybody wants to get me to watch a movie or a TV series or a game, like, they have to just, like, coerce me to come. Then they sit me down to play. Because I'm like, no, it's okay. Or like, no, I'll watch you play. It's cool. So what he would do is that he was like, all right, cool. He put it on BioShock and he was playing it. But it took hours and hours for him to play. And he was like, because I want you to hit the whole story. So every single, like, little thing.
Like little event.
He was doing everything. And I was like, man, this is such a badass story. And he's like, yeah, now you can play. He's like, there, now you play. So then I was like, okay, my choice then to kind of like go and do whatever I wanted to do.
What was your favorite plasmid?
I think for me, it was the one that you like can pull.
Telekinesis?
Yeah, the telekinesis one. Yeah, I like the telekinesis one because then you can just use the dead bodies. That's all I would do, just like use dead bodies, like throw them around.
I was very vanilla. I would use shock. The first thing you ever get. Shock is a favorite because you can just go shock. Everyone's weak to shock. I mean, shock.
Dude, I loved the game. I loved it so much that my friend and I, like, we were so into it that on his 22nd birthday, like, he had a whole BioShock theme birthday party, and I actually made like a to scale like Big Daddy, and I made it out of
That's massive.
like out of like a plywood
That's cool.
piece, like out of a plywood piece. It took me like weeks. So I cut out the plywood piece, and then I like airbrushed it, started painting it, and then like we mounted it up in his backyard, and then put like these huge lights. And we had like a TV, like his tablet screen that kept playing the old school for like the vending machine, and we had different shot glasses with different colors and stuff that
There
you
you
would
go.
drink. Like
That's
we
how you
went
do
all
21.
we went all out, dude.
That's
For
cool.
his we had like little syringes with the Jello shots in there.
That's awesome.
It
You
was
know what
awesome.
we did for our 21? Me and my brother?
You went to clubs.
No, we played a board game called Munchkin and drank
Excessively.
excessively heavy amounts of alcohol just flowing through the veins.
I was a major drinker back there, and I don't drink that much now.
Jaeger, Long Island. We didn't know any better.
I was like, no.
Beer. Dude, we wrecked shop that night on Munchkin. And if everyone is ever listening that loves Munchkin, you love this podcast.
I've never see that's another game like I've never played much. So like Mike's been trying to get me to play it, and I'm like,
I want you to play board games with me all the time. The only issue is if I invite you, I gotta invite your partner.
yeah,
Not that I don't
not
like them.
not necessarily, but yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, like, I don't want to take you away from, I mean, because look, my wife, I feel weird asking her to go see my brother, but I'm like, this is just a thing. This is family.
Yeah.
Like, you can come over here. She's like, no. Go. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's not because she just busted my balls.
I've known Jessica longer than you. I've known your wife longer than you.
That's weird. How did you were
Wait,
so
hey, this is episode number 1.
okay, sorry.
I'm not cutting this out, by the way. This is going up unedited.
All right.
All right, okay, cool. We'll put a pin in it for later then.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, later on. Look, I need secrets.
I need secrets.
I hide in a veil of secrecy made of sheer fucking material called netting.
Ooh.
Wow.
That was
Where'd you hide this? I've lived in the same room with you for like 24 years, and I've never heard of this method. What is this?
Anyway, so
Could we leave like fucking Nordic?
so top 5 games.
okay.
It could be any game, board game, RPGs, tabletop games. Well, I guess board games isn't that. But I don't care. When I say tabletop RPGs, I mean Dungeons and Dragons. Anything really you could think of. Hopscotch, Connect 4. What's your top 5?
Like any game. Talking about any game at all, board game or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so my ultimate like favorite game. Like I will stay there for
it's not at
hours
1.
playing. Well, yeah. Do you want me to go to 1 or do you want me to go to I got 10?
You know how these things usually
Let's
go
go
5, 4, 3,
five,
2,
four,
1.
Go
Let's
to
go
5.
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4,
so
5.
for me,
No, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like normal.
yeah.
I know. I was just.
Let's not get
making a joke.
confused.
Okay, so 5 first. Okay,
Okay,
cool.
fine.
So for 5 first, I think my game would be King of Tokyo.
I play that game, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still upset.
You will get into wars, like legitimate arguments with people. Like there's friends that I've had that I'm playing games with, and then we end up like, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to know shit about you. Like we have to cool off.
Yeah.
I still harbor vengeance. The same resentment harbor I.
Dude.
What are you talking about?
It's Old English for I'm fucking pissed though.
Dude. Okay.
Dude, when you play games with friends, don't play with your worst friends.
Okay, let's keep this flow going. Okay, so King of Tokyo.
Okay, so King of Tokyo, I'd say would be 5, and then let's see here, and then I would say Shadows in the Forest.
What is that?
Okay, so it's a really cute game. So basically, it's like there's these little monsters. There's a board game out, and then all the lights are off. You and your friends are there, and all of your friends are these little monsters or like gnomes or whatever that hide in the forest. And they have these actual trees that they set up, and then they have a flashlight. So there's a person who has a flashlight that moves throughout the board game. And so if they shine light on the gnome, then you're out of the game, and it just keeps on moving on that way. But it's pretty cool. And I've never really been able to play with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Play with like 2 or 3 at the most. But like it's really a whole entire room is dark, and you have one little flashlight.
You know, we really need to have we should set up a thing, maybe on Twitch. High hopes, big dreams, starry eyes.
We're workshopping it, right?
When we get to that point, let's do Twitch and we'll play ridiculously complicated games. I want to do that.
Dude, a really complicated game, Jamaica. Have you guys played Jamaica?
No. What the hell?
Oh my god, you guys. Playing Jamaica for one, and then playing Jamaica under the influence of anything, don't. You have to be completely sober, bright-eyed, meal in your stomach. Like,
First thing of the day.
First thing, focused, because that game will drag on if you don't know how to play the game. So basically, it's a bunch of little ships in the water, and you're supposed to move around the
By the way,
board.
is this number 3 for you?
No, not Jamaica. Jamaica wouldn't be 3. Jamaica's like one of the worst games.
Okay.
Next episode.
Yeah, we won't talk about it. Okay, so King of Tokyo, and then we had Shadows in the Forest, and then Mansion of Madness would be number 3 for me.
Mansion of Madness.
Yeah.
You also need a dedicated group to play.
Yeah, you can't just. That's not a one shot thing.
It's not a beginner game.
Yeah.
And playing with my wife and your partner, that was hard because they were
Yes.
slowing us down.
They were. It was like, oh yeah,
Get out of here.
I got what I
I'm
wanted.
sorry, what was the moves again?
What do you want me to do?
They're the same moves every time.
It's hard playing with somebody who doesn't have the same heart in it as you do, and so then when you're doing like couple games or couple meetups, you're like, the people that are into it lock eyes with each other, and then they're like, I'm sorry. They all just do these eyes like of apologies to each other because they know that their partners are just not into the game.
Me and you were doing it all night. We were like,
I'm so sorry.
I'm like, what is this again, babe? I'm sorry.
Just,
Here we go. We do this.
what do I
okay?
roll? I'm sorry. Just
The only dice on the table.
it was so shit. Or like, no, I don't like that. Can I roll again? Shit like that. We'll get to it another day.
Yeah.
But shit like that.
Okay, that'll be like another episode.
Yeah.
It's like things we hate our spouses or
Partners
partners
do.
do.
Yeah. So that was my third game, and then there's another one. Oh, man, I think it's called the Haunt. Like,
Betrayal House of Hill.
yeah, Betrayal House.
That's a good game.
Love that game. Really great. So as far as like, those are like my 4 for sure, and then like my top game, it wasn't even like a board game. It's an old game.
Like you have like an actual stick,
Like an actual joystick. So like
Oh.
my number 1 all-time favorite game would be Galaga.
Oh.
And I can play Galaga for hours. I have like this little like Pac-Man. It's like old, and you like plug it in so you can go ahead and play. And I would legit play that whenever I was pissed off. Like, and I'm like, it's just a bunch of my name like over and over again. But like I can play for hours, and anytime I go somewhere, I'll play. And my
So this is what insanity is.
yeah, well, dude, I get so into it that my partner and I went to Austin, and she took me to this old retro like game place, and all these little kids are playing for free because all these kids can play. And I see Galaga there, and the first thing I do is like, I'm like waiting for this kid to move out of my way.
You throw a quarter game.
Oh hell yeah, I'm ready to play, dude. And then his kid's like, oh mom, I made number 1, and I looked at my partner and I'm like, watch this shit, I'm gonna fuck his ass up. And I'm
just
playing.
like a DNA test.
Yeah, dude, I was playing for fucking hours. 1 hour goes by. 4 hours later, she's like, are you ready to go? Because like I thought I just wanted to take you here like to do something nice. We gotta go. And I'm like, yeah, I just want to make sure that nobody beats my score. And then these stupid boss ass kids think that they can do it. I'm like, up there, finally hit number 1, highest score. Everyone's like a couple hundred. I'm like, we can go now. Before we left Austin, I came back to make sure that my name was on there. Like that's how competitive. Like,
destroyed your partner's day.
oh yeah. And I'm like, you'll be fine. Don't just,
Spite.
it's just like, that's how intense I feel about the game. Anytime I see it, I'm drawn to it. You want to kill me? That would be the way to do
It
it.
is
Just
number
put
1.
it there.
That's a number 1.
I don't know if this will make you excited or sad, but I went to Think Geek at North Star Mall the other day because I was there because I had my phone fixed at Apple, and they actually have like a small miniature version of Galaga that's purely playable. You can play it.
Wow.
So you go like this, it's like tiny, just like
Oh,
this.
the little
The
tiny.
little tiny ones. The figures.
I see him and I want him,
Yeah.
but I'm like, I'm gonna get too into it and break it.
You're gonna lose your girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what? We can't be together anymore. It's just me and Galaga for life. I'm like getting.
That's
I'm
a body
like,
pillow.
I'm about this close. I'm about this. I'm like this close to getting a tattoo, and I've been telling my mom about it. And I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna get a Galaga tattoo, and she's like, don't. She's like, it's not worth it. I'm like, Mom, it is. Like, it's been my whole life. Like, since I was little. That's my go-to game.
I feel like that for every game I've ever played because my entire life was video games at the time. You know, when we were growing up, we were like, my mom's like, you guys are good, you kids. You know, you do your homework. You don't do drugs. That was the level. That's it. You're good kids. There's no other little bit of.
I didn't hit the bar then.
Just drugs and everything else.
Wow.
And that was great. I was a great kid. But when I was younger, all we did was play video games. That's all we had. I learned so much from video games that I was very confused sexual-wise for a long time. That's what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, okay, so
Pixels turned you on.
Yeah, pixels are everything.
You're like,
Listen to me. Top 5 games.
Okay, go.
Number 5 has to be BioShock.
okay.
Bringing it back around.
Okay.
BioShock was one of the greatest, like, mind-bending games I've ever played. I mean, honestly, when did it come out? On PlayStation 3?
PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
PlayStation 3. It was crazy. Skill trees. This introduced me to skill trees and stuff. And well, I guess not. But, like, in a different way, you know, techniques, things, whatever. Anyways, the first time I did a run and gun game that I actually really enjoyed because of the storyline, you know? And BioShock 2 was great. I'm not a big fan of BioShock Infinite or whatever.
Yeah.
They kind of lost the plot on that. In the sky? That's crazy. Number 4 has to be... I'm going to go with Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas was revolutionary in the fact that you can actually customize your game. I guess not revolutionary, because there's other things, cheat codes and stuff like that, Grand Theft Auto, whatever. But in Fallout New Vegas, you got a gun. And then they released the Gun Runners expansion pack, which means you could have anything from a new, like, replacing the inner workings of your baseball bat to getting, like, a auto cannon grenade launcher. It was fun. It was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. 3. Come on. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. If you don't understand, level up your speechcraft, mother. I don't have to say more. I got vampirism, and I could never cure it because the game had a glitch in it where you could never cure vampirism. How perfect! You're stuck.
Thank you.
Just like real life.
Yes, though. Yeah.
That's your life. Also, a man transforms into a literal dragon.
Shit.
Number 2. It has to be, because I don't want to rip off the same board games, but Munchkin.
Mm-hmm.
Munchkin was number 2. I've played that game. I used to play that game twice every night with the same group of people. My brother and my friend Gordon. That was it. Number 1. Legend of Dragoon for the PS1. The feels. This came out after, I think, Final Fantasy VII. But this game also had 4 discs on it. You played as Dart, a man who gets the red dragon spirit, which makes him into a dragoon. And I know connotationally, like, historically, dragoons are just like people who ride on horses, but you were actually embodying a spiritual element of a dragon. That was how awesome that was. You fought dragons, you killed a couple, which makes it sad because there's not many of them around. You just murder them for their spirits.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah, you go to a mountain and there's nothing but dragons on there, and you kill every single one. Because you want to.
Because you need it.
You don't get spirits from them, you just get experience points, and you need that at that point in the game. But the point is, Legendary Dragoon was a fundamentally perfect game. It was what got me into RPGs in general. You know, and guess where I experienced it first? On a Walmart test console. Yeah. Do you remember those Walmart test consoles? You're staring up into the sky.
I think they stopped doing that because all you would do, like, people would just go and just play.
I remember rubbing my neck. I hurt so much.
There's no reason for them to be that high. I don't know why they did that. They're just...
Oh, also, they had this great combat system where you would attack, but it was like a rhythm RPG where you had to go, this rotating square runs around the screen, and then it gets to the center. If you miss it, you don't do a combo. So you would repetitiously learn the combos, no matter how difficult it got. So you could do up to like 7 or 8 of them. That's as high as I ever got. But you go, fire! And that's how you heard their voices. And that's why I kept playing it. You could hear their voices.
Yeah, you
Final Fantasy 7 didn't have
used to
that.
be like that. No, it did not have that before. No. Yeah, it was a pretty good game.
I mean, Mario had the. Oh, it was a commercial. It was like. I don't know how Mario goes. It's a pizza
Wow.
time!
Wow. Just,
God.
Oh my god.
what were your 5?
My 5. That is hard to be honest.
I took the good ones.
He took a lot of the good ones. If not naming anybody else's games, number 5 would have to be. Oh man, that is so hard. Okay, I'm gonna go with Fallout 1. The first game from Interplay. Great game. I know my brother doesn't like it, but I loved it. It was fantastic. Good turn-based.
I'm shallow.
Okay, that's fine.
It
That's
looked
fine.
terrible.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It wasn't about looks. It was the foundation of the Fallout Empire before it got taken over by Bethesda and turned into crap after Fallout 3. After that, any other good
Fallout 3 was a good game.
Yeah, after Fallout 3 is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Wait, New Vegas was a good game.
Yeah, New Vegas was good, but it wasn't made by Bethesda. It was made by
Like
Obsidian.
Obsidian.
Which was the first Interplay. It was okay. There's Interplay that made Fallout 1 and 2, and they made Tactics, and then they sold the rights to Bethesda for Fallout. Bethesda made Fallout 3, and then Obsidian, who used to be Interplay, they remodeled themselves into Obsidian. They made Fallout New Vegas, and then after that, Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, God rest its soul.
You don't speak that.
Is
name.
from Bethesda, and those were Fallout 4 was new. I appreciated it. I liked it. Fallout 76, that was the worst thing that ever came out of Bethesda, in my opinion.
I bought it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. Anyway, okay, so the number 5, Fallout 1, is a great game. It was amazing. I played it like 12 years after it came out, so I was like, I'm still loving this game. Number 4 would definitely have to be. I would play Sheriff of Nottingham, a board game, fantastic, fun. I've only managed to play it once because nobody else is gonna play this game. It's long, it's complicated, whatever. Out of that, it would be Dead of Winter. Great board game, good zombie board game, fantastic, loved it.
It's also one of the ones you have to play with open-eyed, bushy-tailed people who know how the game works. Because there's a lot of player mechanics, like whenever a player starts, the person on his right has to pick up a situational card, and if it applies, you have to apply it to that person.
Yes.
You have to be like, stop whatever you're doing. No, you can't get health back. You have to do this first.
Yeah, it was a great game, a lot of mechanics, and to be honest, it made it feel more involved. Instead of like, okay, I roll a 7, I move this, and you do that, okay, your turn. It felt like more like the situation actually mattered to you.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, I don't know if we're allowed to do this, but you have to go with the Grand Theft Auto. Like, Grand Theft Auto was an amazing game.
Like
3,
anthology, like
and,
all of them?
and not, I wouldn't say all of them. Like 1 and 2, I mean that's top down. I didn't really like that. But 3, Grand Theft Auto, basically Vice City, San Andreas, and 4 and 5, and they were all good.
Cousin!
Yes, they're pretty good games. And then so I'm just waiting for the next Grand Theft Auto. Then number 1, like I said, if spoilers beforehand, Last of Us. One of the best games I've ever played, and one of the only ones that I really got attached to.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are all great games. Galaga, maybe. No,
Dude.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. I used to play Galaga, and we used to play Crisis Core.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
that?
Crisis Core. I remember Crisis Core. That arcade version just
Yeah.
never beat stage 2. Always sucked.
For me, it's like nostalgia.
Yeah.
That like literally Galaga was like my game to play to solve like any situation. I'm pissed off at somebody, I'm gonna play some Galaga. Like I want to like shut my brain off and not think about like anything at all. Play myself some Galaga. Or I want to talk to somebody, but I'm not really good at like getting my point across. Play my Galaga.
Yeah. No, I totally get that. Last of Us for me was saved my life in more ways than one. I just broke up with my fiance, and to be honest, I threw
Are
myself
you
in Last of Us.
serious?
And yeah, no, Last of Us saved
Hey.
my life.
Hey, look at me. I admitted to the gum wrapper. And you come in here with, oh, I just broke up with my fiance. What?
I didn't break up with my fiance.
No.
That was just years ago. But no. I mean, just saying.
Hey,
like,
this is another time, man.
Yeah,
We're talking about Last of Us.
Last of Us was a great game, and to be honest, it saved my life. And to anybody that's listening, just know that if you ever had a hard time or something like that, and you ran over to a game or something to help process those feelings, then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, those things will save your life, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's something that helps you cope, and it helps you process the emotions that you're going through. So keep playing, gamers.
Yeah, dude, definitely. I totally relate to that.
Yeah.
Like that's how I felt with that's how, and I've told Mike that like that's what I felt about D&D. Like for me, like D&D has helped me tremendously in more ways than one. I feel like I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be the person I am if it wasn't for D&D. Like I had some real serious like anxiety, lots of like depression at that time. And my friend just kept on prying me to play. And I didn't want to get into it, but then once I started playing, it was just like this whole world of like me getting to write stories down, me making like scenes, and you put your heart into something. You put your heart into a few hours of game time, and you're like, this is a world that I made myself, and if I want to escape, I can escape here and make stories up and make characters or make bad guys, and you have all these like like magical ideas that you can do, and it gives you a chance to kind of like take a break from the real shit that's going on.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. And to be honest, for me, I love D&D, and in fact, I'm not artsy, but I would definitely love to build my own like maps, my own worlds, like